What's up, guys? I know I said I was done with fucking YouTube. I was just picking up on somebody else's energy. How to shake this shit off. I am really done with this shit because I'm not, but I am. It's just the fact that I peep these niggas is fucking hacking my phone. Like, they're trying to, like, watch me, bro. They is watching me. And at the same time, I don't have help from nobody. So it's like, at the end of the day, it's like, I'm just here. You feel me? But I don't care. I know I'm right. That's the crazy thing is. This is because really, this whole channel is dead ass about my ascension. And throughout that shit, NASA's watching me now trying to make their own time zone on for the moon and shit. And I named that the Stanley Theory. So I mean, you gonna see me on here, and then it's gonna be times you don't see me on here. I really ain't been on the story time shit as much because I realized they wasn't deleting this as much as they were at one point. But yeah, bro, I can't make this shit up. I just want y'all to know we been here before. You know what the fuck you need to do, so just do it. That's all. Just do it. If it ain't righteous, it's not right. Meaning, if your anxiety is clogging this shit and stopping you from doing things, uh, your anxiety is supposed to be awareness. So discern your anxiety to an awareness. Because sometimes your anxiety could be awarenesses keep you out of trouble, but really your anxiety could keep you from being you. Righteousness is going to help you discern. Is it stopping you from being you? Or is it stopping you from getting into some shit? Like me, I notice my car dies when I'm supposed to be chilling. Shit's weird because it only dies in one place at home. So I'm chilling. At the same time, the 40 days due to Nineveh after the eclipse, that happens in 2 days, right? But something I've been saying about this gate, I say the internet tells me on the 12th that the portal's closed. I believe it closes on the 21st of May, okay? And that's the same for August, the same for November, and the same for February. Right now, in reality, this month is February. Reason why reason why Aries is represented, but it's really, Aries is represented as the fire, just like Leo would be represented as the fire, just like Scorpio would be represented as the fire, right? When it comes to February, it deals with Aquarius, which is like a two in one, okay? So that's like air and fire, if I'm not mistaken. But the Pluto matches up with Aquarius right now, okay? So it puts us back in February, just like the beginning of this month when the beginning of this year when I was saying the Mandela effect's going to happen in February. And then Amazon, Alexa came through clutch proving so, saying that 2024 starts at February. Okay, that was the skip. That was their checkpoint. Okay, that every Mandela effect is really called a checkpoint. Okay, so these phases of the year is 4 phases of the year in 3 month increments. Okay, So these gates low key be open to denote a higher energy, but it seems like the gate is open to go into a higher dimension because really that's how it be. You can go higher and higher and higher and higher to higher depending on your frequency, depending on you, your state of matter. Okay? I be telling y'all to break loose from the onum sanctum, which is claiming your sovereignty back. This is way bigger than what you think it is because it's tying the soul ties to this planet to be earthbound. Why do I say that? Because what do people usually say the moon does? It extracts souls, whoop de whoop. But what do they say the sun does? It sends out ancestors and whoop de whoop. So at the end of the day, that's tying down to the same simulator at the end of the day. But that same simulator can have you to leave this firmament to see truth if you know thyself. That's the whole key of knowing thyself. Because if you don't know thyself and you go through this shit, you're just gonna end up right back here where you started. If anything, you have dreams and shit when you're not fully tuned into self. You have dreams all the time, but it's based off of your reality of perspective. It's based off your reality of your spirit. It's based off your reality of your mood. Okay? So if it's based off of your reality of how you perceive things, your perspective, that's dealing with your spirit, your conscious. Okay? So if truth begins to resonate and you start to invite truth into your life to where now you reflect truth, now you start to see truth. Okay? That's when your A and B come together, your mu and your new energy. Okay? What is A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N? Okay, so that's dealing with the 14th and the 13th letter of the alphabet, your mu and your nu. That's the left and the right of your brain. But the thing is, the moon, right, ties to the body and the water frequencies of the planet. So that's when you need to know thyself because really the moon and the sun is the satellite dealing with Neuralink. Okay, on a higher level. Okay, the Neuralink is made just like so. So, because it's dealing with neurons that's linking. Okay, their whole operation is to blow up the sun. They're not landing on no fucking moon. Yo, what's poppin', gang? Yo, what's good with you? It says there's nobody on here, but what's good? What's good with you? I ain't really on here saying shit. I'm just on here at the moment. But yeah, the reason why I say people need to break away from the citizenship or the onum sanctum, because that's the moon sanctum. But when you realize the moon is a satellite planet, okay? Just like the sun is a satellite planet. My little theory is the moon is the manipulation of the backside of the sun. And Saturn controls the alignments to the sun. So now that makes it that Saturn moon matrix, right? Saturn represents the six, which deals with the six ether right now. A lot of this shit. But people need to break away from the onum sanctum because in reverse, it just goes back to Mu. And once I realized, I made a second channel and I really can't log back into that channel, but all I was showing was like moon videos at night and how it was looking. I just came through to support because you be showing support. Appreciate you, family. But yeah, I try to. You feel me? But yeah, the Onum Sanctum is the Moon Sanctum, which is the Moon Sanctum. But at the end of the day, it's the brain sanctum because the moon knew, or the moon, that shit, that shit is like, is the reason why people were saying it's the DEA. The DEA is part of what you call the Death Star. You feel me? And the Death Star supposedly is the moon, right? So when I broke down what the Death Star meant, it broke down to double electrode applicator thermohydraulic. Now that seems like a machine that's built like the brain, right? So when I realized this is really our computer and they just uploaded a virus on it, I realized we control this shit. So that's when the truth actually messes up that algorithm. It's just like if you were time traveling and you knew what was to happen before it happened, you would change what happened in that present time for the future, or what you call maybe your present time. So it's like our truth actually blocks out their plans of what they're trying to do. It just seems like we're in the present, but really we're going back to our present timeline. Like the 13, Orion, that represents a new timeline. You feel me? Yo, when I get my lives back up, right now I need you to pull up and drop your opinions on certain topics. Shoot, I'm with it. Really, that's all I've been waiting for. Me to hop on somebody else's live because I started getting blocked. My channel really supposed to be gone, but it's not gone. That's how I know they're watching me. Cause when you get 3 strikes, you out. I'm past 3 strikes, bro. Like, I, I'll just start feeling better because I thought I was the only one feeling like that, but I'm not. There's other people, and they're doing way better than me on YouTube. It's just the shit that I was saying is not going to start picking up till this year, next year, because I went past the timeline we was in. And if you realize, according to the timeline, it's just one short. It gives you all the dates tied to the dimension. Maybe the fourth, the fifth, and the sixth and up. If you realize the year that was set to that timeline, niggas was revealing what was going on. It's like as the harmonic frequencies from the sun, those are hertz, okay? And when it resonates with the DNA memory, the hertz tunes into the atom, and that atom reveals reveals what happened along that timeline. It's like our DNA is the Akashic records. That's why I feel like memory is really the reincarnation. You know, it's not really somebody else hopping into you. It's pretty much you remembering. Cause like once you start seeing yourself do certain things, the intuition comes and manifests as an action in this timeline. You feel me? Because it's really like some quantum shit going on. It's like, I feel like the metaverse, how we see the metaverse now as a beginning stage, that shit actually worked because we in that bitch in real life. You feel me? Like, bro, just check out my format. Make sure you always pull up. I'm gonna make you a moderator. Word, word. Shit, I just learned how to make people moderators by clicking that button. So I'm gonna make you a moderator. I don't be having nobody on my lives though. That's one thing. So a lot of shit just yeah. Just hope you guys take care of yourself, cause at the end of the day, the key jewels for this summer, stay alkaline. And I know sometimes it could get hard, especially you get the munchies and you think you need this and that. Just eat buy a lot of fruit. Spend like $30 on fruit. You're gonna have a lot. Okay. Don't buy the bowls. Like buy your own shit so you can chop it up. Like pineapples, it's one of my favorites. It repairs a lot of melanin and rejuvenates you and clear up all that mucus. If you're looking at the color, it's really good for you, right? Because your solar plexus deals with where your red blood cells begin to die out, right? And that's where the paralysis start to begin. You need to have physically all your chakras in tune, all those rainbow colors in tune. And when you match the mental chakra part to it, that's releasing all the energy that's attached to your X gene. So women, y'all gonna have to do double the work. Men, just stay down with the shits and you'll see your evolution go on. As you start to remember, you're gonna feel like I'm supposed to do certain things. And it might throw you off because it'd be like, why me? Just like Black Adam in a way. Be like, why me? Just go with it, bro. No matter what situation you in, just go with it. Go within. Because you know what to do. You just think you don't know what to do. And when you think you don't know what to do, what does that become? Anxiety. So that's not you. Okay? That's not you. That's just an energy you was taught that's you. And when you peep, anxiety ties to awarenesses. Now it'll start to make more sense. Your soul is always trying to tell you some shit because your soul knows. The spirit ties to the X even more. Really, the soul ties to the X, but the spirit can manipulate the X from what it sees if it's not matching truth. Truth is becomes a knowing. So once you start to perceive truth as you see it, and like you take in truth and you reflect truth, you start to know truth, and you'll be sitting there like, how the fuck do I know this shit? It's all in your code. That's why Tesla is a dangerous motherfucker that I would not trust because he learned our DNA code. That's why he say if you learn the 369, you learn the code of the universe. Reason why I'm chilling off YouTube, on my page at least, is because that's what I decoded. And to the point I realized, I heard a couple of master teachers on here said there's going to be one person who um, can reveal this time zone with the moon and the sun. Till then, we have to wait. And I'm sitting there like, yo, that's me. But most of the time, I may think it's not me because of how it was beforehand. It doesn't seem real. All I'm gonna tell y'all, this shit is real, but you also have to use your own discernment. Just like I was saying, the moon can manipulate the body of the planet and the waters, but not knowing, people unknowingly know that the planet is an output to your input, meaning it's part of your nervous system. So the only way they would really get to you and manipulate you is through the planet and the things you see around you. So they had to manipulate everyone else. So now you see your reflections doing one thing. Now you're reflecting what your reflections are doing. It's all mirror magic. You feel me? So it's just like how the moon is a satellite to the planet. It could be a satellite to your ass. Okay? But when you realize the energy is manipulating is your energy, it can no longer manipulate you no more. Now you manipulate it. And when you're manipulating it, you're manipulating time zones. You feel me? So know thyself, know thy energy, know thy enemy. Remember that. Always have peace to self, return back to sender, and just continue to take care of yourself and watch how your manifestations change up as you're taking care of yourself. Because a lot of people is going through subconscious manifestations, not conscious manifestations. Subconscious manifestations create conscious manifestations without knowing, okay? That's why you need to be in the heart space and higher so you're not manifesting anything below that. You need to clear out your chakras mentally. I would use the Avatar video when he taught Aang. If you actually do that video, then you should clear out your mental chakras. You have to use your imagination. And if you can't picture it, it won't work. If you go through that 10-minute video and it took you 12 minutes, then it won't work. You're going to have to pause on each step and take your time. And if you're actually with the shits, it should happen at a fast manner that your subconscious actually start pointing out these things, even shit you wasn't thinking of at that time. That's how your brain is built. It's just, if your brain can perceive it is gone, it is gone. And the only thing that can trigger it is something that you get back attached to, period. That's how you free your mind like Neo. I should start doing it and start teaching classes and shit with it. Seem like a lot of people need help with it. Shit, I need help. I feel like I can't get no job. I don't have no record. My record's clean. Like, at the end of the day, it seems like I'm supposed to be doing this. But at the same time, like, I'm at peace when I don't have shit. But at the same time, I need some help, bro. Shit. It's just with me, if I get help, I help out everyone. So it's like, I got the sauce of what I need to do. It's just gonna take some bread to get there. And even if it don't come from here, I'm gonna still do it. I took a break on here and ended up getting 30K on Bitcoin. I can't even access it. So it's just like little shit, bro. Cause they know who I am. So I'm realizing there's a lot of shit that I can't say on here. Cause as soon as I said it on here, Bitcoin went the fuck up. And it wasn't going up until I posted I need some help. Ain't nobody helped me. I didn't expect it to. It was just me trying. If somebody did, they would have $1,000 in their pocket. But it's way deeper than fucking money and shit. We need to take back our shit. Everyone's worried about a government that has no power until we give it to them. So I'm gonna need y'all to actually start thinking more clear. And that comes with fasting and breaking away from what doesn't serve you in situations that's uncomfortable. So that is a combination of fasting and shadow work. Feel me? I just want y'all to see what I see. That's all. Because I realized at the time, at 2021, and me being in this body as me, I realized I was the only one that was actually doing that work. But I didn't realize that was works. It just made sense to me. I don't know, someone told me people in heaven eat fruit when I was a kid. So when I was actually like I can fast, I didn't really start with vegetables because my taste buds wasn't really uh, close to vegetables unless they were cooked. When I was a kid, it was a whole different way. I used to eat every raw vegetable out the garden that my granddad picked. no problem, more than anyone in my family. And as I got older, I learned my taste buds changed from the things I was hearing from people around me and just stuff I wasn't eating. Like, your sister or brother can say, I don't like tomatoes and shit like that. And just because you look up to them, you can stop liking tomatoes to the point you think you don't like tomatoes the whole time you do. Okay? Physically, you can mess with your mental, and mental, you can mess with your physical. But when 2 out of 3 is out of whack, there's a disconnection to your vortex. Right? Ever since I started doing that, I always felt like the sun was following me. And I'm realizing the sun is in the middle. And my discernment is, been trying to see is, the grass ain't always greener on the other side when you think people is on your side. That's why you have to know thyself, trust thyself, and operate out of love and higher. From the heart to the crown. It's the energy you need to be in. Everything below will work in the way it's supposed to when you're in the heart and the crown. Because now you can go higher and discern. It's just that energy protects. That's the energy nature operates in. This shit's kind of crazy, bro. Niggas could really change timelines like Doctor Strange. It's to the point I got shot at, literally. Blank point range to this guy should have shot me. And the only thing that I can remember when I think about it is I left my body, looked down at both of us, hopped back into my body, and walked to the side calmly while one of these gates was open. That's when they send their attacks the most. I literally saw one of these entities hop in another body to try to get to me. Literally. You know what happened? They couldn't. And everyone that was surrounded by my light was protected. I mean, I defended all of us, but at the same time, I did not know this person. I was not speaking to this person. I didn't know anything about this person at all. Really, I was trying to cash app somebody that I was already with. This guy went to his car, came back, and approached me like, what did I say? I didn't say nothing to him. He let off 7 rounds plus at me at the cookout. Literally. I'm sitting there. I really should have been shot, bro. There's no way this nigga missed it. Do you know my arm was in pain for a whole 2 weeks, my right arm? Where it would have seemed reasonable for him to shoot me. But the only thing that came from my memory is what happened. But when he started shooting, I can't make this shit up, bro. Like, I don't try to remember myself leaving my body and seeing that shit. It looked like I quantumly changed some shit, bro, in the present of time. And I left my body and came back to it. Like, instantly, like, shit got slowed down. Like, my memory is like the only thing that was moving fast was my soul leaving my body. So I'm saying it's a lot of powers you guys have and don't know it. and it usually activates from the root chakra, unless you just doing shit purposely. But when it's in defense mode, see, offensive mode is more like intuition. Defense mode is more like nature. You feel me? It's like it's a natural effect that happens. It's like you just automatically defend yourself. Any movie gonna show you either happened when you were in fear or mad. And usually when you're mad and in fear, you get defensive. Okay? So it's like not saying you have to be mad and in fear, but you subconsciously, that's the energy. Okay? That's the energy. It's just when you're literally in fear and grief and all of that, that manipulates that energy and it blocks the awareness of the signal trying to get to your neurons. You feel me? Just know you control this whole reality once you realize you do. It's just like a dream, bro. You, from a dream and compared to reality here, in both realities, you control your reality off of your perspective of things. So it's the same thing here. You can literally change the world from your perspective, and it only takes one person. Because that one person, even if a lot of people are looking at them or not, once that consciousness put that shit in the air, it gets put in the air. You're not always the only person thinking what you're thinking. Most of the time, it's because thoughts travel, just like energy does. Oh, that's all it is energy. Time is measurement of energy. Okay? So really, they're tracking our energy levels through scumen resonance, what really sounds like human resonance. If anything, it's a SC at the beginning, which is most likely a prefix with a meaning. So you will literally have to look that up and look up human and then use your own discernment. Break down these words and syllables to realize what they're actually trying to tell you. Break down these words and syllables to realize what they're really trying to tell you. Because A through Z is already its own meaning. A has its own meaning, B has its own meaning, C has its own meaning. So really that letter is pretty much like a word, okay? Like all this shit has meaning when it comes to these ops, our opponents. Greetings, greetings, greetings. Peace to you. Like, the whole key is to know thyself for that reason. This is like it's like a brain simulator and niggas signed to a sanctum that they don't need to be a part of, right? People get beamed back here, right? How? Plasma, like the moon is a plasma ball. If anything, they're looking at Nern, that cold planet Nern, or Pluto. I don't, I don't think they're looking at shit else, but Nern or Pluto, looking at a cold ass planet, and that's just a reflector picture. You feel me? It's a reflection. Everything is built off of mirror magic, bro, in this realm, which is reason why we say reflections. I really believe we somewhere else but here. Cause like, why else would you have a higher self or lower self? You feel me? It's like three Spider-Mans representing one Spider-Man. But wouldn't that be a four? The rebirth of the Spider-Man? Because there's four phases, four quarters to a whole. There's never three quarters to a whole. It just continues. Might be a point 333333333 and just continues forever. That's why the 369 becomes a 3693. And that's your 3600 years in the Biru. Then revealing the memory of you so you can remember. Because at the end of the day, that's law. They have to show you what happened. They have to tell you what's going on. Now it becomes your decision at the end.